Hey, what's up you guys? It's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go into part 3 of chapter 8 of Marked by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. So let's get right into this video. This video may contain sensitive topics of foul language. If you do not wish to continue, I suggest you click off the video now. You have been warned. Mostly now, I'm okay with all of this. I mean, the classes are weird, but I like them, especially the Taekwondo class. I kinda like to kick butt. She grinned mischievously, like a little elf. I like the uniforms, which totally shocked me at first. I mean, would anyone expect to like school uniforms? But we can add stuff to them and make them unique, so they don't look like typical stuck-up, boring school uniforms. And there are some seriously hot guys here, even if boys are ridiculous. Her eyes sparkled. Mostly, I'm just so darn glad to be out of Henrietta that I don't mind all the other stuff, even if Tulsa is kind of scary because it's so big. Tulsa isn't scary, I said automatically. Unlike too many kids from our suburb of Broken Arrow, I actually knew my way around Tulsa thanks to what Grandma liked to call field tripping with her. You just got to know where to go. There's a great bead gallery where you can make your own jewelry downtown in Greenwood District, and next door to that is Lola's at the Bowery. She has the best desserts in town. Cherry Street is cool too. We're not far from there now. Actually, we're right by the awesome Philbrook Museum in Utica Square. There's some excellent shopping there, and I suddenly realized what I was saying. Did vampire kids get to mingle with regular kids? I searched my memory. No, I'd never seen kids with crescent moon outlines hanging around the Philbrook or Utica's Gap or Banana Republic or Starbucks. I never seen them at the movies. Hell, I never seen any vampire kid before today. So would they keep us locked up here for 4 years? Feeling a little short of breath and claustrophobic, I asked, do we ever get out of here? Yeah, but there are all sorts of rules you have to follow. Rules like what? Well, you can't wear any part of the school uniform. She broke off suddenly. Shoot, that reminds me. We have to hurry. Dinner is in a few minutes and you need to change. She jumped up and started to rummage through the closet that was on my side of the room, chattering at me over my shoulder the whole time. Nefret had some clothes delivered here last night. Don't worry about the sizes not being right. Somehow they always know what size will be before they actually see us. It's kind of freaky how the adult vamps know way more than they should. Anyway, don't be scared. I was serious before when I said the uniforms aren't as awful as you think they'd be. You really can add your own stuff to them like me. I looked at her. I mean, really looked at her. She was wearing a pair of honest-to-God Roper jeans. You know, the kind those ag kids wear that are way too tight and have no back pockets. How anyone could think no back pockets and tightness was cute, I'd honestly never understand. I knew before I looked at the girl's feet that she'd be wearing cowboy boots. I glanced down inside. Yep, brown leather, flat-heeled, pointy-tipped cowboy boots. Tucked into her counterfeit jeans was a black long-sleeved cotton blouse that had the expensive look of something you'd find at Saks or Neiman. When she glanced over at me and I saw that she had double-pierced ears with silver hoops in them, she turned and held out in one hand a black blouse like the one she had on and a pullover sweater in another. And I decided that even though the country look wasn't for me, she was kind of cute with her mixture of hayseed and chic. Here you go, just throw these on over your jeans and we'll be ready. The flickering light from the cowboy boot lamp caught on a streak of silver embroidery that was on the breast of the sweater she was holding out. I got up and took the two shirts holding the sweater up so I could see the front of it better. The silver embroidery was the shape of a spiral that glittered around and around in a delicate circle that would rest over my heart. It's our sign, as Stevie Ray said. Our sign? Yeah, each class, here they call them third formers, fourth formers, fifth formers, and sixth formers, has their own signs. We're third formers, so our sign is the silver labyrinth of the goddess Nyx. What does it mean? I asked, more to myself than to her, as I traced my finger around the silver circles. It stands for our new beginning as we start walking the path of night and learn the ways of goddess and the possibilities of our new life. I looked up at her, surprised that she suddenly sounded so serious. She grinned a little shyly at me, shrugged her shoulders. One of the first things you learn in Vampire Sociology 101. That's the class Nefret teaches, and it sure beats the heck out of the boring classes I was taking at Henrietta High, home with the fighting hens. Fighting hens. What kind of mascot is that? She shook her head and rolled her eyes while I laughed. Anyway, I heard Nefret is your mentor, which is really lucky. She hardly takes on any new kids, and besides being high priestess, she was the coolest teacher here. What she didn't say was that I'm not just lucky, I'm special, with my weird colored in mark, which reminded me, Stevie Ray, why haven't you asked me about my mark? I mean, I appreciate you not bombarding me with 100 questions, but all the way up here, everyone who saw me stared at my mark. Aphrodite mentioned it almost the second we were alone. You haven't even really looked at it. Why? Then she did finally look at my forehead before she shrugged and met my eyes again. You're my roommate. I figured you'd tell me what was up with it when you were ready. One thing growing up in a small town like Henrietta taught me is that it's best to mind your own business. If you want someone to stay your friend, well, we're gonna be rooming together for 4 years. She paused, and in the gap between words sat the big, ugly, unsaid truth that changed. Stevie Ray swallowed hard and finished in a rush. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I want us to be friends. I smiled at her. She looked so young and hopeful, so nice and normal, and not at all what I imagined a vampire kid would be. I felt a little stirring of hope. Maybe I could find a way to fit in here. I want to be friends too. Yeah, for that. I swear she looked a little like a wiggly puppy again. But come on, hurry, we don't want to be late. She gave me a shove toward the door that sat between the two closets before she hurried over to a makeup mirror on her computer desk and started brushing at her short hair. I ducked inside to find a tiny bathroom and quickly pulled off my B.A. Tigers t-shirt and put on the cotton blouse and over the silk knit sweater that was a deep, pretty shade of purple with a little black plaid lines going through it. I was just getting ready to go back into the room to grab my backpack so I could try and fix my face and hair with the makeup and stuff that I brought when I glanced in the mirror over the sink. My face was still pale, but it had lost the scary, unhealthy look of earlier. My hair was a wild and uncombed, and I could faintly see the slim line of the dark stitches just above my left temple. But it was the sapphire-colored mark that caught my eyes. While I stared at it, entranced by its beauty, the bathroom light caught the silver labyrinth embroidered over my heart. I decided that the two symbols somehow matched, even though they were different shapes and different colors. But did I match them? And did I match this strange new world? I squeezed my eyes shut tightly and hoped desperately that whatever we were eating for dinner, oh please, let there not be any blood drinking involved, wouldn't disagree with my already screwed up nervous stomach. Oh no, I whispered to myself, it would be just my luck to get a raging case of diarrhea. That is the end of this chapter. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.